Ubuntu is an African word that means I am because we are. Fabulous way to describe the living experience of non-duality. The best way to tell it is with a story. So there was an anthropologist and he's visiting Africa, and of course, he's this fancy, Yale educated guy. And he's studying the tribes and he's trying to understand how they work. And he's just getting ready to head home. And he has a big sack of candy. And so he decides he's going to play a game with all the kids in the village. Brings them in. He says, he goes and hides a basket with all the candy in it, puts a big ribbon on it, gets all the kids together and says, whoever can run and get to that basket first gets all the candy. He puts them on a line. He's like, 1, 2, 3, go. And they all grab hands and run together over to the candy and then share the candy. And he says this is the first time he actually understood what the tribes were about. He asked the little girl, why didn't you run and get that candy? You could have had it for yourself if you beat everyone else. And she looks at him and says, how could I be happy when everyone else is sad? Ubuntu. Ubuntu. I am because we are. We are human. I am human because of your humanity. I am human because of your humanity. We're that intertwined. Ubuntu. I am what I am because of what we are. So what really brings to mind to me with this story is me thinking about when I was a little girl growing up and the way I was raised. Easter egg hunts is what it reminds me of. And I remember being a little tiny girl, 2 years old, just barely beginning to walk. And I get taken to an Easter egg hunt. And I'm all dressed up in the little girly dress, Easter egg dress. And they put out all the Easter eggs, and it's like, 1, 2, 3, go. And all the big kids just rush out and grab all the easy to find candies, right? Easter egg hunt, right? That's just what happens. I mean, that's how we train our kids. And I can just remember being so hurt. And I was so little, I couldn't keep up. And I didn't even want to. I mean, I didn't want to go fight for the candy. And so I'm just really, really sad. And finally my mom takes me over and she helps me find this one egg that was kind of like hidden down in the grass. And she pretends that I found it, right? But I knew that was a lie. And we put it in my basket, and then we walk back, and here's all the other kids just with their baskets full of candy. And here's me with my one little egg, and everybody's pretending, oh, look how cute, you have an egg. And I'm like, I'm 2 years old, but I can add, right? One pathetic little egg that I didn't even find. And I can just remember how that just broke me. And then think about how similar things must have broken all the other children, all these older children who just pushed the young children aside and ran out and got the candy. I mean, isn't that kind of just literally a definition of our world? It's like, I am because I can get the most. Get out of my way. We need to come back. Our non-dual teaching should be taking us to this place. I am because we are. Not I am dissolved in some etheric, beautiful, cosmic being of love, sitting here all by myself. I'm just so full of love. I could never, ever be unhappy. No. I am because we are. I don't exist. There's nothing about me that exists separate. So when we teach our children to have an Easter egg hunt where they help each other and they share all the candy and they make sure all the young kids just have a beautiful day and nobody's sad. Ubuntu. Then we're starting to get a sense of what living in non duality, in the new non dual state, would be like, where we're always thinking of others. Like, how is this going to blend together with everyone? How is this going to work with everyone? How is this going to be for the next people who come, for the children? Ubuntu. I am because we are. I am human because of your humanity. I exist only because Mother Earth. I'm with this. I exist entwined in the air. So we need to come and open our minds, and you can kind of feel it. Feel how that's just an instant truth. Doesn't that just make a whole lot more sense? A small child totally can understand that, right? So when it's that obvious, that's a non-dual truth. Ubuntu.